All right, we're back from the break. Gave you guys another little snippet of homie's music. Of course, like I said in the
Sure.
beginning, link will be in the description. I recommend y'all going and checking homie out. Um, we kind of talked about your musical influences growing up, who's on your playlist and shit now. Um, Taking a left turn from that, is there a genre or a subgenre that you don't fuck with?
Mm, uh, I mean, I fuck with all types of music. I mean, no disrespect to the Detroit homies, but like, I don't really like the Detroit beats, like, and the Detroit rap. It's just a bit boring in my opinion.
Well, and like not everybody's gonna like a certain genre or a
Well,
certain
it depends on who's rapping on it.
100%. Um, Again, that's actually like you're different. Holy fuck. Your answer has been completely different from what I've heard from fuck pretty much every other artist. Um,
Mm.
and that's why I ask these questions too, right? Is because like not everybody's gonna like a certain genre or a certain subgenre, um and that's okay. And I like getting that kind of information from people because it kind of gives other people a view of like your taste and style in music, right?
Yeah, hear that.
um so what's your future plans with this, bro? Like, what's your future plans with music? Where do you want, like, if you could reach your dream or achievement of what you want from this, where would you go?
I mean, we're not really trying to reach for dreams out here, but we're just trying to take things step by step. But the thing is, me and my manager's very tapped in LA, and things like that. So it's like at first we was just trying to get out there and then go up New York, do it on the radar, all this and that. But now that so much traction is coming to the UK, it's also London based. It's not doesn't matter so much, but at the same time, it's still just building that as much as you can in the UK and then taking it outwards. Like I've got a collaboration with an Australian artist coming up, which could lead up to Australian shows and stuff like that. And it's just like things like that that we're just trying to. The thing is, nowadays with the internet and everything, you can do it from wherever as long as you stay consistent. So like we're just trying to, like I said, we dropped 3 months ago. We're trying to keep this consistency up and just see where it goes.
100%. And like from me
Staying
checking out your
independent.
music, 100%. From me checking out your music, like from my perspective and my opinion on things, um it's only up from here for you, bro. Like your video
Yeah,
quality,
that's my
your
motto. We're only going up.
facts, like the video quality's there, the lyrics, everything,
But this is why we try to step in strong because at the end of the day, we are independent and we are self-funded. So myself and my team. So it's like you have to step in strong from the get-go. So that everything you do has to be on point. And you can't be sloppy with that. It's no remember that video he made with a VHS camera in his basement. There's none of that bullshit. It's all like it's gotta be top tier from the start.
100.
Unless it's an artistic choice, it's gotta be top tier from the start.
I agree. I do agree. I
Because
I know that.
like we said before, it's too so oversaturated right now. So like you really have to like get your foot in the door, especially when you're trying to do something different and something original.
Yeah, you can't be the same as a thousand other people because you're not going to stick out, right?
Yeah, and that's the problem with a lot of the rappers these days. And like you said, a lot of them don't even listen to any other music, and then they just see, I guess before they'd see like the Juice WRLD and the Peep and all this and that, and they just follow that. And now people trying to jump on the Two Hollis and the Net Spend and all that, and it's like it's not gonna work for them because it's already done. That Two Hollis and them man already done them things. Juice WRLD and them man already done them things. It's like in Atlanta, Fugger and all that have done them things. It's like you can't just do what they did. You have to go and do your own thing.
And well, that's why only certain people do numbers.
Yeah, 100.
Like
It's not built for everyone for sure.
no, originality is really what sells, like you can even be
Mhm.
half-assed good, obviously good, but like, but like
Yeah,
with if you're original and you have something that's different than everybody else that sticks out,
yeah,
it's a selling point. Um,
100%.
so I know that you just
Unfortunately, it's a business as well. So being self-funded, it's not a selling point without the marketing because it's so oversaturated. You just get lost in the thousands of people that are just fan labbing it up and chucking it out there.
true, true. You did reference that you had a track with a feature from an Australian artist coming out. So I just want to see if you have any new music for like a release date that you want to let everybody know about.
Okay. Well, I got one song actually coming out with an artist that I manage on the feature. That's coming out at the end of this month. And then I'm gonna drop one more single with Dirty Vans on the production, Dirty Vans.
No.
So he produced Girls by Peep. I produced a lot of Chief Keef stuff and all this and that. I've been working quite close with him. So we've been working, but aside from that, I'm gonna drop Birthdays into this month. That would be like 31st October. Um, and that will be with Scotty, the artist that I manage from here. And then I'm gonna drop one more solo with Dirty Bands, and then we're just gonna hold tight until February. And we're gonna drop Motions, which you can see the teaser for on my Instagram, and that will be the forward foot into the album release. And then from March onwards, it'll be album mode.
Fuck, man, you got shit coming out left, right, and center right now. You know what I mean? There's no way
Yeah,
that anybody's
of
gonna be
course.
bored, you know? Um,
No, no, only me, because I'm the one that has to mix and master and record it all.
that was actually going to be my next question was, do you do anything else in the industry? But you kind of already broke it down for us that, like your management,
Yeah,
you produce, you write, like, what do you not do in the
yeah,
industry is the
like
question.
yeah. I mean, I used to run tours and stuff like that, but recently, over the past 4 years, I'm trying to focus all the energy onto myself, so I'm not wasting my time. Because the more the time goes on, the more that you feel left behind in the industry. So I'm just trying to. I'm sick of taking 12, 15 rappers on tour for them to live their high life and me to be in debt type shit. When now I'm trying to put all that money and focus into myself and it's kind of paying off. So that's why I spend a lot of time in London connecting and that. And I said I wouldn't manage a kid again, but I believe in my boys' music, so we're trying to push that, and all that's on release right now. But you know, it's something that I can do on the side, and it's a nice hustle. But the tours and stuff, I'm not about that. I need to get my own bookings now and do that thing because I started running shows because I wasn't getting booked on shows back when I was like 19. I'm 26 now.
Okay,
You
you're
see,
still young.
so like yeah, but when it's taking a toll on me. Like I've been touring since I was like 21, so it's like it's it's a lot. But like I'm done with running, trying to like boost other people because it's only up to them. Because the thing is, you can boost people as much as you want, but if they are not going to put in the work themselves, then it's not worth it. And then you're just holding yourself back. And in such a cutthroat industry, you kind of need to put yourself first.
Yeah, fuck, man, like you got so much of a head on your shoulders with what you're doing, man. And like I just want to give my salutes to you for that. Like um
Yeah, I appreciate you.
I don't get to sit down with artists like yourself a lot. Um Now
Mm.
no disrespect to some of the artists that I've sat down with, but like um you also have a vision and experience in the industry as a whole, not just as an artist.
Yeah,
Right, so and like you know these viewers need to pay attention, man. You're giving away good information for these people to help somebody else, you know so I really hope
yeah,
that these
100.
fuckers tap in, man, because like follow you on Instagram, check out this episode, check out homie's music. Like, you know, dude knows what he's talking about. Like, this is that you can tell it ain't just coming out your ass, bro.
It's just a matter of time. Like I said, I've been doing this thing a long time, but it's and this is why I like to manage this kid as well because I feel like for me trying to push myself through the industry so much with running tours and shows and pushing myself out, trying to connect with artists that don't necessarily give a fuck about you, and trying to get features and this, that, the other. You realize that like you have to build it up for yourself. Like you can't just like you pay your way out in a sense of like getting the good feature and just do you know what I mean? All this and that because it's not like a long standing thing. You need to put the focus on yourself. But like going through all that took a toll on me massively. And to the point where that's why I almost stopped in a sense. And that's what I'm trying to like shield my artists from so they can just be true to themselves and I can deal with the business.
that's fucking respect, man. You know, um, more and more, I want to just say, like, I give you my salutes, man, because there's not guys, a lot of people like yourself that are still out looking out for the lower guy. It's me, myself, and I, and my pockets,
Yeah,
right? Like, you're trying to help
100.
everybody in your circle eat, right? And
Yeah, 100%.
that's some fucking real shit, man. A lot of people aren't like that anymore. Um,
But shit goes back around, man.
So, like, I mean, obviously, like, with you saying, like, you've done tours, you've done, like, like massive things in this type of stuff. Um, what's the best show resume that you can say that you've had, or even, like, brought a certain artist on tour or etc.
It's a hard one because I guess for myself recently it's been going well down in London because I've been my manager's been managing to swerve me onto lineups I shouldn't be on because I've only debuted 2 months ago and I like to the point where they don't even want to put me on the flyer. Like I just played like a London Fashion Week after party recently with like 5EB in and people like that and desires and shit where it's just like and like I've been getting swerved into them through my booking agent and my manager just like quite nicely. But and which is good because then I'll pop out and it's the whole case of like who the fuck is this random kid type shit. And then like I've been meeting a lot of people through that. I'm really connecting well within the London scene, which is growing really a crazy amount at the moment. But like aside from that, my own thing that I've probably done that I would say I'm proud of is when I ran a tour for artist Jack Dance. He's like our boom bap artist. A lot of people kind of might know him because if you know about like Blah Records and like Danny Lover, who's from Canada, who's on Blah, and then the rest of the Blah boys are from UK. And Dan's makes a lot of the beats. I don't know what happened anyway when Dan's dropped his album, but something happened between him and Blah, which is squashed now, and they didn't. There's some sort of animosity. They didn't want to fully push they didn't want to sign the album last minute, or they didn't want to push the tour. So I ran the tour, and we sold out. Like 5 cities in the UK, which was sick. Um, and it was super lit. But like for me, it wasn't like it got me all right exposure. Like I got people tapping in with me and buying features of me, this that the other. But like for but it wasn't about me and it wasn't about the sport. It was about like giving the headliner the tour that he deserves for his album because he is quite a goated producer and artist within his scene. Um, so we did very well with that. We sold out Leeds, sold out Manchester, sold out Bristol. It was lit, and we had special guests all along the way because they're all like there's a tight knit community between them type of rappers.
I mean, yeah, for 100%. But like, I mean, I don't know much about the UK area or even the UK scene, but um, to say that you sold out Manchester, that gives like anybody and everybody's got to know about Manchester. To say that you sold out Manchester, that's a, that's a like that's a flex. Like that's something where
Yeah,
you can
well,
be
you'd
like,
think so, but like we say, if you stop, it stops because that's in the past now, And what we're trying to do now is different, and the whole scene is different to what it was 3 years ago, and the style of music is different. So it's almost like starting from scratch again. But that's why I'm trying to put the focus on myself rather than running towards other people.
100%.
Because I got promoters up in Manchester and I got promoters down in London that want to book me and bring me out on this and that, and I've got to focus on that now rather than putting on other people.
Well, like if I can get you one more follower, one more like, one more positive comment, hopefully, I feel like I did my job with having you up on here, man.
Yeah, of course.
Like Stovetop's still small at the moment. We're working, we're constantly growing, but we're um that's basically my goal with sitting down with you guys, man. Is just trying to get you one more view, one more comment, one more follower. You know what I mean? And I feel like that
Hmm.
I did what I was initially supposed to do with this. You know what I mean? Obviously, I would love to get you more plays and more, um, but the main goal is
I think what it's more about though is the content in general, the way that you can then go and chop this up, or like, we can collab a post or something, and you can put that out there. It gives people a bit more of an insight into things, if that makes sense. But
yeah.
like the way that you tapped in with me and the way that you found me, other people have been tapping in with me as well. Like I had Grizzly Entertainment from Niagara in Canada, and they wanted me to come out and play a show out there.
Oh shit.
So I'm trying to pattern that soon, but it's just like again, it's a self-funded thing, so it's a hard one.
Yeah, I
Between
get
that and
that.
Australia things, it's hard, but that's these are the things and the risks that you have to kind of take if you really want to like try and push your shit out there, because the UK has a very there definitely is a limit on what can happen, and it is changing and the bar is rising, but it's only as of the past year. And like I said, I've been doing it, I've been rapping for like 12 years now. It's like it's not always been this way.
Yeah. And actually leading
So you
off of
have
that,
to, so if you get them opportunities, you've got to go for it.
well, exactly, and like, shit don't grow on trees, man. Opportunities don't just come knocking on your door. You got to go and fucking get it. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh no.
I'll be straight up, man. Like, dude, I message artists that I almost fucking know won't even look at my message. But man, if I message 100 artists, there may be just that one that's like, yo, fuck it. I'll sit down with this dude because I respect the grind. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah, exactly. Because we'll start from somewhere.
well, and exactly. And I'm not gonna like I'll still sit down with underground artists. I don't give a fuck if they got 10 plays and 2 subscribers. If like if they're at least decent, then like I'll sit down with anybody.
True.
But
You're gonna give it
obviously
the time of day.
growth is the main goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um,
100. It's a
like
business at the end of the day.
100%. Um, so I got the last question for you for the day. Um, what was it like
Go.
for you when you first started out rapping? Like, how did you feel about your music?
When I first started rapping, it was a crazy thing because I did a lot of like straight spit and spin. I was spinning for like 140 and stuff like that. I was in a group called Room Morgue. We used to in Bristol, which is like the Midlands. And we did really, really well. And that's how I probably know a lot of the people in the north, because it's a similar type of rap that they do up here. Um, and it did bits, but unfortunately things fall apart because um, group members lead on to bad habits, things, and this, that, the other, whatever, that I'm not going to disclose. But it's you learn. I feel like the more you do it, the more that you learn to put the focus in yourself over anything else, because everything else is temporary, you know?
I agree. You know, man, you're giving these viewers and even myself a lot of insight and like you're coming on here and fucking teaching people too. You know,
Respect.
these motherfuckers better. Obviously I'm gonna break these all up into shorts as well.
Yeah,
But there is gonna be the full episode, so hopefully these people tap in and watch the full episode. If not, well then the people that
all
got
right.
goldfish attention spans,
Yeah,
they'll be
at least you got
shorts.
them shorts.
If facts.
Yeah,
Um,
and if you don't want Instagram, you can just collaborate me, bro. It's no stress.
exactly. So I'm gonna let you go, homie. I'm pretty sure that it's pretty late over there. Um,
Yeah, man, it's no stress. I'm used to the late nights. It's how artists be.
fair. I'm gonna jump into get into work with this thing. And I'll message you
Yeah,
about when the release
my
date's
guy.
going on.
Never put my faith up in a bitch. Run up all these bands until I'm rich. I've been outside with a brick. Yeah, you know I ride with a clip. Oh wow, I've been so high from the ground. Girl, you can't save me now. No, I love when you're around. Baby, call my phone if you're down. Oh wow. Baby, call my phone if you're down. Oh wow. Baby, call my phone if you're down. Baby, call my phone if you're down. Oh, I'll call my phone if you're down.